So, I've always been a very clumsy person. Some may say that it's a complete lack of coordination throughout my whole body, but I say that it's just really bad luck. Regardless, this has led to me getting injured in some incredibly dumb ways. I remember that one day I was going home for spring break. Now, I had just moved to a new state and a new school, so I was looking forward to not having to deal with the stress of meeting new people. Plus, I had just gotten a really rare item in a video game, and I was wanting to get home and test it out. Unfortunately for me, my luck had other ideas. I was riding home on my bike with a brand new tire on it, and as I was riding home, I saw my neighbors that lived 2 houses down were outside, in a circle with their dog in the middle. Now, I had never lived in a suburb before, so I thought that they were just playing with their dog. But to my surprise, their dog bolted towards me. Now, I went to hit the brakes on my bike, I swear I did, but remember how I said that I had a brand new tire? Well, when my dad helped me change it, neither of us remembered to reconnect the brakes. So when I hit the brakes, I just kept going. Now, I don't know if you've ever had a 60-pound pit bull named something like Princess run at you whenever you're full speed on a mountain bike, but it's a stressful experience to say the least. The dog bit down on the front tire, got thrown to the side, I went over the handlebars, and I thought it was all over. But then, out of nowhere, my hand got hit by one of the handlebars from the bike that had also flipped through the air. I look over and I saw that my pinky was all sorts of crooked, and as it turns out, I had broke the growth plate in that finger. Luckily for me, my finger healed correctly, and as for the dog, well, she's still alive today. And the dog isn't some crazed bike-eating machine, but actually a really well-behaved and loving dog. Okay, so that probably wasn't that stupid. But this next one actually resulted in me changing jobs because of how close I was to dying. When I had just graduated high school, I had decided to leave my minimum wage pizza job and go to something that paid even more. Or so I thought, until they decided to stick me into a warehouse position. Now, this wasn't really an issue. In fact, it helped me to get into the best shape of my life. But one day, as we were loading the delivery truck, we were almost done, and I was tired. We were bringing one last thing up the ramp, and I went to take my last step into the truck. But I had misstepped and fallen down. Now, as I was falling, I vividly remember grabbing the truck to try to stop the fall, but I failed. Whenever I got up, though, the other workers were extremely concerned, and they were making sure that I didn't hit my head. Apparently, I was on track to hit the corner of the big metal dumpster until I had grabbed the truck. Then, whenever I let go, it was just in time so that I didn't hit my head on a concrete post wrapped in rusty metal. As unlucky as it was for me to fall, I'm thankful that I didn't hit my head on either of those objects. Okay, so I guess that was more of just a close call. So here's my most recent injury that caused my last video to be delayed. Now, recently, I've been working back at Big Brutus to supplement some income while I figure out this whole YouTube thing. It should be noted that I only longboard to and from work. That way, I can still enjoy driving on the weekends. On this particular day, a local shop was closing down for the last time, and they were having an insane sale. So, I decided that I needed to get home extremely early to get to the shop before they closed. Now, it's important to note that on the way home, I ride down a hill on the sidewalk as a pedestrian. I did not go into the road. Over the past few weeks, I have been getting more and more confident as I've been going down the hill. This time I was riding, picking up speed, wondering if I should put my foot down to act as my brake, but again, I had been getting better, so I didn't slow down. By the time that I reached the bottom of the hill, I was probably going around 20-ish miles an hour. I was nearly to the intersection, and I could see the place where I needed to stop and wait. But out of freaking nowhere, one of those old Nissan steel body trucks pulls out of one of the parking lots like 2 feet in front of me. Luckily, I reacted quickly enough not to die as I pulled into the parking lot, but unfortunately, longboard wheels have a tendency to lose grip whenever they switch surfaces. So, as I pulled in, my longboard slipped out from under me, and I hit the side of the truck. Do you guys know how in cartoons when someone hits something and it's super over-exaggerated? Well, I kid you not, I made a C shape around the bed of this truck. The guy immediately got out and checked on me, and I pointed out that I had knocked out his taillight. And guys, this guy was so freaking kind. Instead of yelling at me, he went over and just popped it right back in, and then double-checked that I was okay. I noticed immediately that my knee was pretty messed up, but I said I was fine anyways, because, I didn't want to inconvenience him. Plus, I had places to be and people to see, So, after us both agreeing to just move on with our day, I was on my way. I did go to the doctor a few days later, though, and everything was alright. At least, based on the x-rays that they did. Anyways, guys, I really hope that you did enjoy this video. I literally put my blood, sweat, and tears into it. Get it? No? Oh, alright. Anyways, go ahead and let me know some dumb ways that you've been hurt in the comments down below. Also, thank you guys so freaking much for all of the support on my last video. Without you guys, I would be nowhere right now. I just don't have any words for it. The amount of support I've been seeing is crazy. I wouldn't be anywhere without it. Anyways, I hope that you guys have a wonderful day. Peace.